says here. He says, strength is life and weakness is death. So, here Swamiji means physical, not physical strength. He wants to stress on our mental strength. So, mental strength depends on our thought process, the way we think, the way we act, and the way we perform our actions. So, here in this context, I would like to narrate a small anecdote which shows the importance of strength. Here, like many times when we go to a circus, we see an elephant and the elephant performs many tricks and we feel happy and we even enjoy the show. But after the show, when we go and see, the elephant is tied up to a chain and it has to just stand still there. It doesn't have freedom. And if you observe carefully, we can see that it is tied up with a small chain and the chain is not so strong. If the elephant intends, it can easily break that chain. Still, the elephant doesn't try to break the chain. The reason is, the elephant is brought from the forest in its babyhood. And at that time, the elephant many times tries to break the chain. And at that time, it fails to break because the chain is stronger than the elephant. And the same thought is fixed in its mind that the chain is strong and I cannot break it. And it grows up with the same thought, and even though it is strengthy, it has sufficient strength to break the chain, it never tries to break the chain and it just stands there. So that is the power of our thought. So when we think that we are weak, then even though we are strong, even though we have ability, even though we have capability, even though we have opportunities, we still never do anything. We fail to use the opportunities which come across. So that is what Swamiji stresses here. He says, strength is life. Weakness is equal to death, because whenever we feel that we are weak, we cannot concentrate on things. We always feel that something is missing in our life and we can never be happy. That is why Swamiji stresses on importance of making our mind strong. Again here Swamiji says, it is easy to be active. Let the reins go and the horses will run away with you. Anyone can do that, but he who can stop the bringing horses is the strong man. So when we feel that we are strong, then we can easily do it. When we feel that we are weak, we can't do anything. So in this context also, I would like to narrate an anecdote which I read in one of the books. So usually when we buy something new, right, we feel like showing it to others, and after we show, we expect that they appreciate it, because we buy things or we do things mostly for others. So when we have something new or special, we want others to appreciate it. When others appreciate, we feel happy. When they don't appreciate, we feel unhappy. So here was a man who had a dog, and this dog had a unique quality or a special quality of walking on the surface of the water. Usually animals swim in the water. A dog also swims in the water, but this particular dog had the ability to walk on the surface of the water. So he wanted to show this to his friend, and he takes his friend near a sea, a lake, and then he throws a ball into the water, and he asks his dog to go and bring it. So the dog simply walks on the surface, he walks on the water, and it brings the ball back. Then again he throws the ball second time, and the dog repeats the same. Then this man was observing his friend. He was expecting a compliment from him. He wanted his friend to say that your dog is unique, special, and it is great. You're lucky to have such a dog. But the man was not saying anything. So third time also he throws the ball, but his friend doesn't say anything. So silently they are walking back. And then while walking, this man asked his friend, don't you want to say anything? Didn't you observe any different or anything special in my dog? Then that man says, yes, I wanted to say something, that teach your dog how to swim. So he wants him to teach his dog to swim. So that is what happens when we have a weak mind. We cannot recognize the opportunities. Here this dog has a special and unique quality of walking on the water, and he wants his friends to teach it to swim. So because of that weakness of the mind, we cannot differentiate between good, bad, right, wrong, and an opportunity or a problem. So that is why Swamiji stresses on importance of making our mind strong. And this is possible when we constantly tell ourselves that we are strong, I am strong, I can do it, I will do it, I will be able to do it. So constantly we have to feed our mind with such thoughts. Then definitely, even though it is difficult or even though we feel it is difficult, we will be finally able to complete it. So this is what Swamiji was saying in these words, and this is what I wanted to share with you all. Good evening, have a pleasant evening.